It's 7:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Police called to a concern for welfare have ended up arresting a man at Spears Point Park. Officers arrived at about 10:30 last night to find the man slumped over the steering wheel of his car. A search of the vehicle allegedly uncovered a number of MDMA pills and a trafficable quantity of the drug ice. The 39-year-old man has been charged with drug supply and possession and has been refused bail to face Toronto local court today. A man's been charged after he allegedly stole 5 motorbikes around Newcastle and Lake Macquarie. The bikes were taken from addresses at Warners Bay, Charlestown, Bonnells Bay and New Lambton between April and May. Joanne Elliott from Police Headquarters says the 23-year-old targeted bikes for sale by contacting the owners through Gumtree.
It was just before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon that a 23-year-old man was arrested and charged with 5 counts of stealing a motor vehicle. Now, this follows an extensive investigation by the Newcastle City Special Operations Group. Now, police will be alleging that that man stole motorcycles from the Newcastle and Lake Macquarie regions during April and May this year, and that was done while test riding the bikes for sale.
Mining giant Anglo American is dealing with some disgruntled workers at its Drayton mine in the Hunter Valley. The company is currently pushing for the Drayton South project to be approved, saying it will secure hundreds of jobs. But workers have gone on Facebook claiming they've been told there's no guarantee they'll keep their jobs, even if the new mine does go ahead. Heavy penalties apply to motorists caught in the wrong this weekend, and Hunter Police are urging members of the community not to risk it. There have been 10 fatalities on Hunter roads in the last 6 weeks, and double demerits are in place this long weekend to deter drivers from breaking the road rules. Inspector Gerard Lawson says motorists should enjoy the long weekend, but safety should be their first priority.
Our message to motorists is to, by all means, go out and enjoy the long weekend and travel and spend time with people that you care about. But when you do it, be patient. Don't speed. Don't drive when you're feeling tired. You know, I had 10 years in the crash unit, and it's alarming the number of accidents that are attributed to people being inattentive, either because they're too tired to be continuing to driving and they haven't taken the rest breaks that have been advised.
A push to give Cessnock councillors a major pay cut has been knocked back. Liberal councillor Bryce Gibson tried to get their wage reduced from $18,000 to $8,000 at this week's meeting, but not surprisingly, his colleagues voted against the idea. He says the aim was about finding savings, but other councillors say it was just a stunt. They instead accepted a 2.5% pay rise. World Environment Day encourages people across the Hunter to be environmentally conscious to ensure resource consumption can be met now and into the future. Taking positive steps such as changing the way we purchase, store and consume food and reducing our energy use contributes to sustaining our environment. Maitland City Council Group Manager Bernie Mortimer says by taking simple steps, we can all play our part in changing our resource use to reduce our impact on the environment.
The theory is that in a number of years' time, that if we continue to use these things at the rate we currently do, we're going to need more than one planet to sustain that, so we need to address those issues. We've only got a very small part to play in it. It's really about making sure that the community is aware of the message rather than trying to do anything particular on that day.
Sport for our sponsor, newcastlecheapestcars.com.au.
Newcastle Knights enforcer Jeremy Smith could be staying with the club on a 1-year contract extension. Despite offers from the Sharks and Roosters, the 35-year-old lock seems likely to re-sign, seeing out his NRL career in red and blue. Newcastle Jets members will soon be able to have their say at an upcoming members forum. The forum will be held at Panthers Newcastle on the 18th of June and will enable members to provide their input into the club moving forward. A letter has been sent out to members this week detailing how to register for the event. And Newcastle netballer Samantha Pullman is hoping to re-sign to Adelaide Thunderbirds despite this season's disappointing campaign. The defender believes the Thunderbirds' new coach, Michelle Den Decker, will have a positive influence on her game. Discussions on renewing Pullman's contract will begin in the next 2 weeks. That's Sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 8.